Have you ever heard of a city that simply went to sleep for 100 years? It sounds like something out of a fairy tale, right? But what if I told you this isn't a story about magic or curses, but a real place, frozen in time by the currents of history? Today, we're journeying to a city that the world seemingly forgot, a place that slept for a century, only to awaken in a completely different era. This isn't just a story of dusty buildings and forgotten streets. It's a story of people, of a culture put on pause, and of the incredible resilience of a community that held onto its identity against all odds. To understand how this happened, we need to rewind the clock. Imagine a bustling, prosperous city at the heart of major trade routes. Its markets were alive with the chatter of merchants, its ports were filled with ships from distant lands, and its culture was a vibrant tapestry woven from countless influences. It was a jewel, a beacon of progress and wealth. But history, as we know, is unpredictable. A series of cataclysmic events, political upheaval, the shifting of trade routes, and a sudden devastating economic collapse conspired to cut this city off from the rest of the world. It wasn't a single dramatic event, but a slow, creeping isolation. The ships stopped coming, the merchants left, the vibrant hum of commerce faded into a quiet murmur, and then into silence. The world outside moved on, embracing new technologies, new ideas, and new ways of life. But here, time began to slow down. For the people who remained, life became a matter of preservation. They weren't just surviving, they were guarding a legacy. Generations were born and raised within these walls, hearing stories of the city's golden age as if they were ancient myths. They maintained their buildings not as museum pieces but as their homes. They practiced traditions not for tourists, but because it was all they knew. The city wasn't dead, it was dreaming. Its streets, once pathways for global trade, now echoed with the footsteps of families who had known no other world. Imagine a child growing up in such a place. The grandest building in town wasn't a relic. It was the place you went for community gatherings. The old fortress wasn't a historical site. It was the best place to play hide-and-seek. Life was simpler, yes, but it was also incredibly rich in a way we might not understand. It was a life built on community, on shared history, and on the quiet dignity of carrying on. They were living in a bubble, a time capsule created not by design, but by circumstance. While the rest of the world experienced 2 world wars, the invention of the automobile, the airplane, the telephone, and the dawn of the digital age, this city remained an analog sanctuary.